Hello Live Wires, Heather Boyd Wire here, and today it's Tip Tuesday.
Today I had a special request from Mariana to make triple rectangle earrings like the ones worn by Queen Latifa in the movie Beauty Shop. I'm using my new beadle-on nylon inner jaw flat nose pliers, the slim line chain nose pliers, the beadle-on bail making pliers, and their new nipper tool. I'm using 16 gauge gold artistic wire, 20 gauge gold artistic wire, and I have the beadle-on burr cup wire rounder. We are starting with 8 inches of 16 gauge gold artistic wire and smoothing it out with the nylon inner jaw flat nose pliers from Beadle-On. We are going to bend the wire at an angle, smooth it out, and then we're going to measure about an inch. We will hold the wire with the pliers and push with our thumb to make a nice crisp bend. Then we are going to measure 1 3/4 inches and do the same thing, holding the wire with the pliers and pushing with our thumb. Measure the same on the other side and give it a good little push. So now we're going to measure about 3/8 of an inch and bend the wire at an angle. Just bend it up at a bit of an angle there, and then measure the same amount on the other side, and this time we will bend it down. So we've got our bends on both sides, and then we're going to take the smallest part of the beadle-on bail making pliers and we are going to make a loop, and we're going to push it so it's centered. So make our little loop and then flip it over and do another loop on the other side. These loops will be stacked when we put it all together. So they're right in the middle, and we're going to clip the wire off with the nipper tool, or you can use your flush cutters. Give it a good little clip. And then we need to take our flat nose pliers and just push in that little pokey end. So there's our first rectangle, and now we're going to get 6 inches of the 16 gauge gold wire and give it a good firm little bend and measure it 3/4 of an inch and bend it up. So we're gradually making smaller rectangles. Just going to double check it'll fit inside there, and then we're going to measure 1 3/8 inch and hold the wire with the flat pliers and push, and do the same on the other side. Measure the same amount, hold it with the flat pliers and give it a good little push, and then we're going to bend the wire up at 1/4 inches and down at 1/4 inch so we can make a centered loop. Now get our bail making pliers, and using the smallest tip of the bail making pliers, we're going to make a little centered loop, and the same on the other side. Excuse me for going off camera, but you get the idea. Just center that loop. Do a little wiggling, and then we're going to clip the ends with the nipper tool. Want to clip that end flush on both sides. Give it a good little clip. And then we're going to get the flat pliers to pinch in those pokey ends. So now for the smallest one, we have 5 inches of the 16 gauge gold wire, and we are going to measure 1/2 inch along the bottom and push the wire up. And then we're going to measure 7/8 of an inch and bend it across, and again same amount. And I will put the templates for these in the description below the video. So now we have the rectangle, and then we just need to bend it at 1/8 of an inch. So I'm using the chain nose pliers for this so we can make a smaller bend, and then round nose pliers with the bail making pliers to make this centered loop. And then we'll do another one with the other end. Just pull the wire around. The 16 gauge is a bit stiff, but it's not too bad. You could make these out of aluminum wire if you find the wire too stiff. And we're going to clip the little pokey ends and push them down. So now we have our 3 rectangles. And we want to make sure those little loops are centered. And I'm just going to spread them a little bit because I'm actually going to flatten the wire after this. Now you can hammer the wire if you want. I actually prefer to put it through a rolling mill. And if you don't have a rolling mill, you could use a pasta maker, but not with the really heavy duty wire. You could use the pasta maker with aluminum wire. So here's the rolling mill that I have, and I just sent the pieces through the rolling mill and now they are flat. And when you do that, it does distort it a little bit, so I go in with my flat pliers just to adjust them to straighten them out. And you want to make sure when you put it through the rolling mill that you have no overlapping wires or they will snap. I personally don't like hammering wire. I find it really hard on my hand, and I find it really hard to get an even kind of flatness. But if you like the look of hammered wire, you can do that. So now I'm going to make some jump rings. You can use 20 gauge wire, and I'm just making simple jump rings. You also might want to just hammer these lightly after you make them so they harden up a little bit, and we're just going to clip them. If you already have jump rings, you can use them. If you have your preferred way to make jump rings, you can. You want the wire to be a little stiffer though, so they're going to hold nicely in place. So I'm just cutting these with the flush cutters, the nipper tool, and we're going to make a few jump rings. So now these are all our pieces we have to assemble. So we'll take the jump ring and we're going to open it up, grab the smallest rectangle and put on the jump ring and attach it to the middle size rectangle and close up the jump ring. So now we'll get another jump ring, open it up, and then put it above the first one, and then get the larger rectangle. Make sure those loops are fully lined up and just hook that together. And then we need one more at the top, and that will be to attach our earring hook. So we're just going to pop that in there. You could put this directly on an earring hook if you want, but it would have to have a large loop. So now to make some earring hooks that work with this, I'm just going to do a loop and bend it up. You'll need 2 pieces of hypoallergenic wire, and we are going to make a little loop on each end of the wire and center that loop. Then I'm going to take the flat pliers and bend the wire out towards the front at an angle, and then get the bail making pliers to bring the wire around and make a nice large kind of hook. And then we're going to just bend the wire out at a bit of an angle. So that'll be our hook. I just cut the wire a little long. You can start with a shorter wire. And we're going to clip the end flush. So now we'll use the burr cup tool just to soften up the end. Then we're going to attach the earring. You'll see that the loop in the earring hook is parallel to the rectangles. We're going to close it up, and there you have your first pair of the rectangle earrings. Now a simpler method to make these earrings, they aren't so dangly, but we're going to just take the 16 gauge wire about 18 inches and bend it, and then measure 1/2 inch at the bottom and bend the wire up. So we're going to make these earrings with 1 piece of wire. So now we're going to measure 3/4 inch. We are starting with the smallest rectangle first. Bend it at 3/4 inch, give it a good little push so it's a sharp angle, and do the same on the other side. So measure it, hold it with the pliers, and push with your finger. So there's our first rectangle, and then we're going to bend the wire up at about 1/4 inch. So push it up at a right angle and then hold it firmly and bend the wire all the way around. And then we could use the flat pliers just to pinch it in a little bit. Make sure it's nice and firm. Bring the wire out and then hold it and bend the wire down at an angle right beside the first rectangle. So you want a little bit of space in there. Really depends on what kind of look you're going for. And then we're going to measure 1¼ inches, and then we're going to hold the wire and bend it across the bottom. So make sure that angle is nice and sharp. And then we're going to measure 3/4 inch, hold it with your thumb and finger, put the pliers in position and push straight up at a nice firm angle. And just smooth it out as you go. These flat nose pliers are really handy for this. So now we're going to measure again, 1¼ inches, and bring it across. Just push it straight across. So now we have to hold it very firmly so it doesn't get distorted, and bring the wire around. Give it a good little tug. Push it in with your flat pliers. Bring it right straight out. Wiggle it if you need to, and then get your flat nose pliers and bend the wire straight down at a sharp angle. So now we will measure 2 inches. These make quite large earrings. You can adjust it so they're smaller. You could even use thinner wire if you want to make them slightly smaller. This would work with 18 gauge wire too. This 16 gauge is nice and chunky if you like big earrings. So now we're going to measure 1 inch and bring it straight up. Make sure they're the same on both earrings. Sharpen up that angle. Bring the wire straight up. Adjust it so all the rectangles are even and centered, and bend the wire across the top. Hold it firmly and push. So now we're going to hold it all together and bring the wire around to finish it off, and then clip it with the nipper tool. And then we want to push in that little pokey end, push it right in there. And we're going to trim the vertical wire to about 3/8 to 1/2 inch. Get our bail making pliers again, hold the wire, bring it out and around so the loop is centered at the top. And then just get your flat nose or chain nose pliers to push in that pokey end. And now we're going to make some earring hooks. So just get 2 pieces of 1 3/4 inches of hypoallergenic wire, and working with the 2 at once, we're using the bail making pliers to form the hooks. And then you can clip the end a little bit if it's too long, and soften it up with the burr cup tool. And then we're going to open up the hook, put on our funky earrings, close it up, and there you have your super awesome rectangle earrings.
So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making videos. And if you'd like to share photos of your wire art and jewelry, be sure to join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook. And if you'd like to check out my work on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wedding cake toppers and funky jewelry. I also have a mailing list, so if you'd like to sign up below, I'll send you my Wire Art Essentials ebook.
You can get the templates in my Etsy DIY shop. Be sure to use the coupon code SAVE25 to save 25% when you purchase 5 or more templates, tutorials, or ebooks in my shop.
So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.